What kind of routine is Windy on? Is he? Neil was just saying that he's a little bit of a special case this year, bringing him along slowly. What kind of throwing routine will he be on here early in camp?
Pardon me?
What kind of throwing routine, if any, will he be on here?
He's going to be on a similar program to everybody.
Okay.
I think we're just going to actually work with him, get him on the mound. I believe tomorrow is his day on the mound, and just work with him accordingly. But there's been progress made all throughout the winter. He showed up at the mini camp and seemed to be in a good place when we were able to get our eyes on him there and watch him move around, watch him throw. So, we're optimistic going in.
Clint, how do you replace AJ this year in the rotation?
Well, I think one of the exciting things is that it opens up opportunity for men that we have here in camp. And one of the things that you continually want to give to people is opportunity. We've got depth in the starting rotation. And, we've got some guys in place that fared well for us and had good, solid campaigns for us last year. Some guys are still growing. It could be one guy, it could be two guys, to pick up the volume of innings. That's a concern anytime you have somebody that leaves the rotation that pitched, close to 200 innings for back-to-back seasons. But we've created a culture of opportunity and of manning up. And we talked about it all last year through any of the situations or challenges that we have. The one thing that's consistent about this game is change. And it's consistent in life as well as change. And you have to anticipate change and get ready for change. And there's some young men and then some other guys that are really looking forward to the opportunity to find that place or a couple guys to find that place on the mound to pick up those innings.
Do you get a sense from some of these guys that they have a feeling of unfinished business from last year? Is that what you're hoping to see and feel from them?
Yeah, we've had a very active Pirate City here the last 2 weeks. And the angst that we've all felt, after Game 5 in St. Louis, we earned that. Neil shared that with the club. And we are definitely looking forward to taking the next step. As I shared with him earlier today, it's not about maintaining or sustaining anything. It's about us continuing to work hard to improve. All the questions were, when are you going to win? Well, we've won. Now we've got to take another step forward, and I think the men are embracing that and definitely looking forward to that.
Clint, what's the biggest improvement you think the club needs to do after your loss in St. Louis in the playoffs? What do you think in the manager's dugout? What did you see that you saw in that series that you said, you know what, I know we can improve here and we're going to?
Well, anytime you get in the playoffs, you're going to face premium pitching. I do think that we have a group of men that have continued to grow offensively. To connect the dots better offensively is at the top of our list every spring that we've come in. There's been one thing that we've definitely put in place at the top, and our offensive game, the fundamental part of it. Everybody talks about it every year. We've got men in place now that went through a season where they developed different layers of experience. And to a man, the importance of that at bat that you get right there, the importance of stretching out the lineup, seeing pitches, all those things. I think their takeaway at the end is there's room for improvement across the board to help us play longer and play later.
I don't know if this is the same question, but going into camp last year, your main thing was controlling the running game. Is there a comparable mission this spring?
As far as the running game or
No,
the offense?
No, just as far as a theme.
Yeah, and basically, we've got to continue to get better at the improvements we've made. We talked about catching the ball. That was one thing. The control in the running game last year was the big thing. Pitching inside actually was the focal point the year before that. So this year, all those things have got to stay in place and improve. But offensively, we're going to challenge these guys, encourage these guys, and coach these guys up to be a better, more consistent offensive ball club.
Outside of Pearson, who I know is still coming back from the surgery, is everybody else